Temple Grandin earned her bachelor's in psychology from Franklin Pierce University. She earned her master's in animal science from Arizona State University and her doctoral degree in animal science from the University of Illinois. That's very impressive, but it is especially impressive when you consider the challenges she faced. I say this because at the age of 2, Grandin was diagnosed with autism. According to 10faq.com, some of the symptoms of autism include a constant need for routine. This can be frustrating, especially because it limits one's desire to try new things. It also includes sensitivity to loud noise and other overstimulating situations that we do not always think of as overstimulating. People with autism may be very passionate about one or two particular subjects. In Temple's case, she was very passionate about animals, specifically cattle, and being in the outdoors. This helped her in her professional career, where she became a biologist and animal scientist. Many of us owe it to our parents for at least some of our success, and that was the case for Temple. Her mother really believed in her potential and made sure she had all the therapies and supports that were around at the time and could help her. This included speech therapy to help improve her communication. Everyone diagnosed with autism handles it a little differently and thinks a little differently. According to the HBO documentary Temple Grandin, directed by Mick Jackson, we can see that Temple truly thinks in pictures. For instance, she went to her aunt's ranch to learn more about cattle and be with the cattle. She met her Uncle Mike and his friend, who are cowboys. As soon as she hears this, she blurts out, "You're a cowboy," because images of her experiences with cowboys flood into her head. So she did not even need to hear it from anyone else. She just knew and blurted it out. Another example of this happened later in her French class. Every language has its peculiarities. In French, there are a lot of phrases that start with the phrase il or el, which also sounds like a type of fish. For Temple, the fish is what she could think of, and this flashed into her mind. She blurted out one day in French class, "Why are there so many fish in France?" She was teased extensively for this, but really this is just another example of how she thinks in pictures. After writing her master's thesis for Arizona State University on cattle agitation and how it can be detected when we listen carefully to the mooing of cattle, she went on to work as a consultant for many large companies that own large slaughterhouse operations, including McDonald's, on the fair and humane treatment of animals. She advocated this type of treatment for animals in her essay, "Animals Are Not Things." She says that we can choose whether or not to consume animal products for ourselves. The key is, since so many people do, the fair and humane treatment of animals must happen in return. According to biography.com, Grandin is also an advocate of the idea of neurodiversity. That idea is that people with disabilities and other conditions can live full and meaningful lives. Also, it shows that people with these conditions may offer unique perspectives because of the challenges they go through and the ways they choose to navigate these challenges within their lives. Temple Grandin faced many challenges due to her autism and continues to. She is an activist for the fair and humane treatment of animals and dignity for all. Her autism inspired her to pursue these goals and do what she could to further them in the world. Hopefully, her story inspires you to pursue your goals, no matter what it is you are going through, and to be an activist and stand up for what you believe in whenever possible.